All right, guys. So we have an extremely exciting AMA today. Fortunately, it's going to be a short and sweet AMA. So, not a lot of boring stuff, not a lot of long questions, not a lot of things that you probably heard a lot. We have fewer questions today, and I think they're definitely better questions than we normally get. So, it's kind of the best of both worlds. So we're going to go in here and knock it all out. So just the first question starting out is, um, will there be staking for GRP and GGT? Essentially to encourage holders to remain in the ecosystem, to hold, all that sort of thing. Um, Basically, can I talk about the percentages, all that? I'm not going to talk about percentages right now or the rewards, but what I can tell you is absolutely we are going to have a large amount of incentives to get people to hold, including trying to create ways for revenue to be generated that goes back to the holders. And then, of course, having staking that kind of takes that to the next level. Um, Without a doubt, that's top priority. So the next question is, and this is great because it actually knocks out a couple of the questions here. So I can knock those out in one answer. But it essentially says, can Grape release our new GRP coins only after the Grape buy side has finished selling them? Or can we basically release them before the launch? And the answer to that is we will absolutely release them before the launch. In fact, the goal is, and I know our goal has been a lot sooner than now, but we know it's important that you feel like you're actually holding the GRP that you are buying on the site, and then also a lot of people who already have it on the old smart contract, they want to go to the new one. The whole point of this is to cut down circulating supply, and we are going to do just that. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be epic. And then all those who basically had GRP on the staking site, you can just get with us, and then we'll get those to you on the new beautiful contract, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be simple, and yeah, we're going to be able to knock that out. And the goal is next week. So I will keep you guys updated. I'll try to give you an update maybe on Monday, but the goal is to make those available to you, whether you hold them on the old contract, buy site, or the staking site, to get those to you. Um, we're hoping to start the process next week, so I will keep you guys updated on it. When the next question is, when the free zone comes online, will we know what it will take to receive citizenship there? Also, what will be the tax structure, corporate and personal? This is exciting to me. So this is the thing that I am most passionate about, probably in all. As far as anything in my life personally, I am most passionate about the free zone, and talking with the free zone and all of the intricacies. And these are all things that the team and I, we basically have been discussing. As far as taxation, the only taxation that is planned right now is just sales tax, like basically tax for whatever you consume on the ground. That's the goal, is to be able to keep it with just sales tax, nothing else. So no corporate income tax, no personal income tax. Hopefully, there's absolutely no need for property taxes. All those things are, in my opinion, they help. They really take you out of the competing cycle, as far as locations, to start a business, to open a business, to keep a business going. So if we can get by with the zero taxes, corporate and personal with income, we'll definitely be striving for that. And then as far as citizenship, it won't be hard. It's not going to be that big of a deal. It's not even. It will be something like an application process to just make sure you're not a pedophile, you're not, you don't have like any crazy felonies, that sort of thing. And then it'll be it's especially at the beginning, it's not going to be anything that's going to be crazy difficult. So next is, when can we test the wallet? That's a great question. So we're hoping within the next month and a half, um, we'll have the or month or so, we'll have or less, we'll have the testnet up, and then shortly after we'll launch the mainnet. So the testnet and the basically it's all working. They're going extremely hard to get it just perfect. Like as far as like the UI and everything before we relaunch the testnet, we're trying to make it just spectacular as far as looks and feel and everything. So we'll have that up extremely soon. In the very very near future, I'd say like basically hopefully within this month is what we're shooting for. So that's going to be fun too, just to be able to test it. And then, like I said, goal is to have AI natural language prompts available this quarter. So on that wallet, on that very same wallet. And I haven't, I mean, I haven't seen, I've looked into it. I haven't seen a single on basically any blockchain itself that have had features that we're talking about on their wallet. I've seen like some third parties that have had features that kind of bring in a blockchain, but never a on wallet feature that even compares to these. But I mean, even outside of the blockchain companies themselves, I haven't seen any. I mean, now I'm talking about the third parties. I haven't seen anything that, in my opinion, will compete as far as the coding on chain and getting it onto the blockchain itself. Yeah, I just haven't seen anything. So I'm really excited for you guys to be able to try that. Then we have, let's see. If I may, when are we going to be able to purchase reserve land in the free zone? I'm looking for my next investment. That it is a really good question. As soon we won't be opening up any investments or reservations until we announce. So you're going to be able to see where it's at. You're going to be able to see everything about it, and we'll actually have that sign, that treaty sign that we're working on. And then we'll be able to open up for land sales. We won't do anything until that happens, and I'll keep you guys updated very closely on exactly how that's going. It's going very well right now. We're on track to get the funding we need. We're just pushing really hard, and my main goal is to close that and to get that funding and to pull the trigger on it, because that is one of the biggest things that we have. I mean, it's not, in my opinion, it's not the biggest thing. And before I would have said there's nothing that could be bigger than this. Now I'm saying we have that, and we have, by far, in my opinion, some of the best AI technology in the entire blockchain industry. So those combined are extremely powerful, and we're working on both simultaneously with different parts of the team. And anyway, I'll keep you guys updated on both of those. Okay, so the next question is, can we get a detailed Q4 2005 plan conversion to token launch, influencer start, bonus distribution for old holders? Okay, so it's basically just asking, this person's asking for a detailed Q4 map as far as these certain things. So as far as like the conversion token launch, that goes back to what I said earlier. We're trying to get everybody on the new chain or on the new contract. We're hoping to have everything as soon as next week. So we'll try to get people who have KNX. Well, that might be the next. So GRP, old smart contract, everybody on the buy side, and anybody who's on the staking site, getting those people to the new contract next week is going to be our top priority. It's going to be a big priority, like the short-term stuff. And then the next week after that, the goal is to start the KNX to GGT conversion, and then getting everybody who's on KNX right now to GGT. And so we can just knock this thing out of the park. Everybody can feel safe and secure. They can have their GGT and their GRP and their new contract on trust, and just feel all nice and cozy. That's the goal of that. of the next 2 weeks. So I'll keep you updated. If anything changes, I'll definitely let you know, and we can go from there. Okay, so the next question is, okay, it's just another. So I actually knocked out the 3 last questions, all in the question number 2. So we're actually done. This is actually probably one of the fastest AMAs we've had in a long time. The person that left question number 9, they did ask for the contract address. That will publish for the next week for the new contract. The old contract is on CMC and the website. It should be on both of those. So they're basically wondering, okay, where is that? They said that they looked on the website, but it does have it on there, and it's also on CMC. We'll double check and make sure that it's still on the website. If so, making sure that nothing happened to it. But yeah, guys, this is it. Exciting week, extremely exciting. 2 weeks ahead of us, and by far the most exciting quarter of any quarter that I have ever been in the crypto industry. So I will get on here. I will keep you guys updated every step of the way. We are going to hit this thing and hit it hard. And I will absolutely and totally be here for the next AMA next week. Throw any questions that you have for the next AMA in Discord and in Telegram. And we'll be collecting those. And I will see you guys next week.